everyone, and welcome to today's last, well, it's not necessarily our last video, but it is getting close to the end of the end of the V conference as well as VCon. Very excited to see the last third year of VCon coming to an end. I'm super excited that it's coming to an end. Okay, so where we are at in the conversation is we're getting awareness around the fake reality called delusion that people like influencers participate in. So it was beautifully done just to show me what I needed to see how California operates. California wants to operate as if they're living in Disneyland, as if they're living in Disneyland. And then they create a delusion around Disneyland, and they have no emotions except for this empty, insignificant existence where they never deliver. It's all showmanship. It's all empty words that lift you up based on how they feel of what they would call manifestation or the parade of glory. So for example, Gavin Newsom, all of a sudden now it's election time. He's outside. There's like piles and piles of trash. And so he's out there with pinchers and trash bags as he's part of the Green New Deal instead of tractors, and using the money of the taxpayers' dollars to clean up this nonsense and this mess that has been garbaging out there for years since he's been in office, or even before that. Think about the mentality of a real leader who would see the need to use the money that they allotted for cleanup to hire a company to bring business to a California company, to use a tractor to clean up the streets, because that's how much trash there was. But instead, what he decides to do is tries to look cool by getting an orange trash bag with a set of pinchers and then slowly cleans up the garbage while he's getting filmed. So what could take 30 minutes with a dumpster is going to take hours and hours and hours of him requesting volunteers. That's the reality of what California is dealing with. That's not intelligent. That's not somebody who's really out to assist you as California people to live in what California could be, which is like I would like to say that it could be like Florida. Although, there's going to be different energy, but Florida has DeSantis is what I'm calling, and that's Republican. And remember, I live an hour north of Jacksonville, Florida. What I also want to bring into awareness is there's a huge homeless problem. The problem with homelessness isn't always necessarily drugs. Drugs become the result of a disempowered person to where they don't know how to deal with the fact that they live in the United States of America and they don't know what to do because no one will hire them because you have motivans running around and they disempower you regularly. Think about that. Heather Lamusa, Kim Kardashian, they abused somebody at a restaurant because they didn't push their chair out appropriately. And that energy from their following is projected onto one person to where now they're homeless and now they're a drug addict because they feel so depressed and embarrassed about how their life turned out. That's the honest battle of those living in LA and Hollywood. Don't forget the psychosis of what these other people from other states bring, like Addison Rae and the D'Amelios. Well, you just want to work a minimum wage job and be able to pay your bills. You don't want to be famous. But the mentality of the psychosis that these people have created out of Hollywood, who's going to work at the drive-thrus? We can't afford our bills. We have to have 10 people living with us. Because techie companies want to pay their people 7-8 figures to destroy our lives. Very important for you to understand what these Democrats are up to. California is a Democrat state, and just because you have the ability to do something doesn't mean that you should do it. And that's what they do not understand. That's why it's important to have law and order. So instead of using his brain and thinking, well, there's a lot of homeless people out there and they need to eat, and a lot of people want to feel some form of effort because it takes training to get people to kind of like you're kind of like stuck in depression. And there are a lot of people out there who want energy through movement, and they want a paycheck. Meaning they could sit or they could walk and clean up trash. And I actually gave this idea out 2 years ago about having a station where the homeless people go and get paid to pick up trash. People who can't work a real job. People who are unable to get a real job can now start getting their life back together by getting a stipend of income. Now, I'm not even saying that. It's like, it could be $100 per day. $100 per day in California will at least get them one meal. Maybe they would use it for drugs, but at least it's their money. And they would be cleaning up the trash. And then now they have a career and a job, because that trash from you citizens who have real jobs are always throwing trash out on the street. Black people. So even if you just walk around with a bag and a clipper, because let's get real, you're never going to be able to clean that shit up in 5 years. That's as much trash as you have put all over your state. There's always problems in every business. Then you would have people walk around and monitor them. Then you would host meetings where they would come together and they would actually learn that they need to do their jobs. And then all of a sudden you've created a real actual business that is a state employee situation where now we have citizens of the United States of America working for their own money. And they don't really have to do a whole lot, which means they're empowered in where they want to be in their existence. Not in your idea of a rich fuck like Newsom. Sorry, you are a piece of shit, dude. So what he did was, instead, he got himself a set of pinchers. He got himself a camera crew. He paid some people who already have jobs. And he said, we all need to get on this and clean this shit up. And then he hired a film crew to make sure that you knew that he was really serious. Wow, we're really impressed. Nobody shows up. Like, I cannot believe you in California have not, like, literally had riots against Newsom based on what you're dealing with. It's unbelievable to me. I don't know how many people moved to Colorado out of California or other states because of how horrific California has become. And we're just going to sit there and allow the Democrats to continue to allow Hollywood to dictate to us how we're going to think, feel, and experience ourselves. We saw a comedic actor who has left my mind of the wedding crashers tell us that he's not allowed to make comedies like he used to because it's against the rules of Hollywood. So instead, they want to make violent criminal movies with Blake Lively in it, where she's an abused woman. Oh, no one wants to see that shit. The only people being abused out there at this point is a man. And if a woman's getting abused, it's because she's annoying as fuck and will not go away. My love. Autism. She literally showed autism last night. So embarrassing and so humiliating. Not for Gary, for herself. So she's sitting on the stage like she's so innocent and sweet. She's sitting there like this in her she's showing you multiple personality disorder. Well, and then she wanted to make sure that she got a clip of her saying, as a pharmacist, I definitely think that it's cool to do drugs. And I'm very rich and I'm very attractive. Look at me on the stage, everyone. I want to let everyone know that I'm Persian and that I'm engaged to the owner of VCon. So don't you forget it. As she looks around the audience, eyeing women on who she's going to attack and abuse. When they're spying on you. But we also had 3 people that were supposed to be speakers. Then she goes to tell us that, as I told you last night in a video, she had to have someone coach her to get on stage, which she told you. I didn't see that shit until this morning. She's easy to read. It's like common sense. A woman wants to be validated. Where they probably filmed it where he said, I'm so proud of you, a reverse of year 2022. That's inappropriate and not professional, yet they're trying to make all that shit the new norm. No one's interested in that shit, except for your community. Like we're supposed to be into the fact that you're tonguing each other in front of all of us, or the fact that you're doing it in front of your parents. Fucking nasty. So that means it dilutes everything that comes out your fucking mouth. And you want to know that the last 3 years since this bitch is around has diluted everything that you've ever worked your fucking ass off in your fucking life. Not my shit. No, her shit. While you are implying that you have a partner that you're going to bring in, which probably is going to be Mona Van. Wow, so fucking great for you to say that fucking shit because it's typical of the fucking behavior that you operate under, you motherfucking prick. He loves to imply things and then never act out the thing that he tries to plant in my fucking head. So while I deliver on all this fucking content, she's on stage acting like a fucking little crybaby bitch. Yes, I'm a baby. So today she's a baby. Multiple personality disorder. Well, she's trying to, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. So no one likes her bitch ass. Everyone's being forced to look at her fucking face because Gary Vee wants her as his future wife. So that means people are going to run from your brand and your business because nobody wants to look at your bitch ass in a pair of white fucking jeans. White fucking jeans. How fucking gay can you fucking get? How fucking 1980s can your fucking bitch ass get, Gary Vee? Meanwhile, you're taking pictures with all your fucking loser fans. While she's standing over there in the corner going, hold my hand and protect me. He's like, okay. While you stupid fucks who are the community, the commies, are sitting there not even fucking asking her any fucking questions because you're fucking scared of her bitch ass. Because you know that she's going to fucking punch your ass out when you ask her a simple question of, what do you do? How dare you not know what I do? I'm his fiance. Literally, that's the response. That's the energy of what's actually going on at VCon right now. However, everybody's going to be on camera going, wow, it's so wonderful, it's so wonderful, it's so wonderful, it's wonderful, wonderful, great, wonderful, joy, happiness, joy, happiness, joy. Well, I'm sorry, but if you're actually up to real shit, this shit ain't easy. This shit's fucking hard. This shit's fucking miserable. And that's what you need to be fucking spouting out at the fucking rooftops, you motherfucking loser ass entrepreneurs who have absolutely nothing to teach. Nothing to educate on except for your goals. Expectation and goals. Goals and expectations. Wow, that's really intelligent. While it all occurs and looks as if it's super smart, while everyone's watching on this side going, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm falling for it. There's $22 billion being wasted in ad marketing. Really? Tell that to the little guy who works at a small business, who uses ad marketing to grow his small business. I guess we're not up to the standard of a corporate fuck like you. But you're just trying to close all our businesses down anyway because you're more important than all of us, just like all of you on the fucking stage. There's no human connection. There's no real conversation. You're all boring as shit and you're all saying the same fucking shit. They're using my content as the functioning actual movement and then trying to fluff your fucking asses into inspiration. Wow, so inspiring. That's such an original term, Mona Van. You literally say that at every fucking thing. You don't have nothing to fucking say. She said it at the fucking Vegas when her face was all swollen. Well, she lied to everybody about why her face looked like that. It's because she had fucking plastic surgery. That's why her face looks like that. So beautiful. Wow, your brand is all about beauty, isn't it, bitch? Right in the middle of her sharing her, this is how they fucking work. Because she knows she failed a fucking miserable death up there on that fucking stage. But in her mind, she's manifesting for you in your head of winning. She thinks in her mind, she's saying to herself, I'm winning. And then you get fucking furious as fuck. And then she gets rewarded by that energy. Fucking Persian nasty bitch. That's how the Shah became the fucking Shah. So she's getting fed up there by your evil while she's getting her ass handed to her all at the same time. Because nobody will hold her accountable. Nobody will call the bitch out for who she actually fucking is. That is how Kim Kardashian got to the level that she's at, which is more than just sadistic. This is like a zombie walking. And now she has a following of World War Z size. That's how we got to this fucking place. And that's why Mona Van is the way she is. Go look at her fucking path of all of her content and you tell me where in that there's a 10-year gap of her being a pharmacist. You tell me where in this gap of all this shit that she's doing, where did she go to pharmacy school if she did it for 6 years? She's in Hollywood and she looks like she's 24 years old. You tell me, Nima, how you're literally supporting this fucking cunt whore, because I promise you this, if I find out that you are actually on this bitch's side, you are out of this fucking country. Croissant! I don't give a fuck how you live in LA. You better fucking hear me on that. This is Nima, post this shit. I don't have any pictures of just me and Gary. Lies. So he posts 2 pictures of him, Gary, and Mona Van where they're erotically fucking in a threesome. So that she can feel validated about being so fucking hot. So nothing in her entire fucking career has ever been on her own of independence. So how the fuck are you going to teach anyone about anything is my fucking question, you fucking whore. While she fucks her brother on camera in the Shaws of Sunset, where she acts like a fucking moron. I want a man who's genuine and who has money. Good, let's go with Gary Vee, that works. How fucking embarrassing is that, Gary Vee? That's your fucking wife. Not only is that your fucking wife, but you're putting all that shit on 45 million people. While you hold her hand and you get her brand deals and take her on fucking fancy trips and buy her fucking dresses and hair and makeup, and don't forget the ring. I'm so hot. Oh. That's literally what it looks like. The weirdest fucking bitch we've ever seen in the fucking history of the internet, and you're fucking promoting that shit. So she posts a montage of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. where she then posts inappropriately, just out of the blue, like a fart, her erotically sitting in a bed, implying that her and Gary are fucking, so that all of you can get fucking pissed off. With some weird fucking outfit that she's already posted of her standing on the street. While she does wardrobe changes so that she can go on stage and present herself as a respectable, until before that she wears a mini skirt where her vagina is hanging out. How many holding hand experiences have you had with her, Gary, where you're just licking her tits in front of everybody? While all you men are licking her fucking tits, while everyone's watching you all lick her fucking tits, well, no one fucking says anything. That's her actual brand. And I'm reminding you that this is a children's toy. Not a dildo toy, a children's toy. However, Hollywood's full of orgies and murders of innocents. Well, really not innocents. The innocence gets murdered when you show up. Because you're not a good person, you're unethical, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get in the business. And these people know that. So if she'll do it and you won't, she'll get the job. Because you don't have ethics and morals, and you don't have ethics and morals, and you don't have ethics and morals, but she don't have no talent. So there is no democracy in California. That's called liberalism, which is just control. Communism. So actually, Hollywood isn't liberal, they're communists. LA is a communist city. So listen to what I just said. She won't do it. She will do it. They will do it. They won't do it. We'll pick who does do it, but they're not talented. But they're going to do that thing, which means that they're communists. Then they get old and they do the same thing to somebody else, but it advances in evolution. And now they're having sex with shampoo bottles up their ass because that's the only way that they can feel emotion inside. That's how stupid you are. I'm talking about the person that forced this person to do that. While you as audience are hearing it and you're laughing at it. And you're saying, I want to be somebody. You're somebody now. Wow, how intelligent. And that's what we're dealing with these fucking influencers and entrepreneurs and politics out of the Democratic Party. See, Kamala Harris's campaign is literally a Monovan campaign. A starvation path. Starvation for joy while they tell you about joy. I don't want no fucking vice president talking to me about fucking joy. That is called a low-level educator. That is a low-life piece of shit, nasty ass garbage. They literally are copying, I mean, if we're going to talk influence, Donald Trump's content, and they cannot keep his name out their fucking mouth. So all they're fueling their campaign on is cheers and boos. Nothing of substance. They consistently say the word Trump, 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 dogging him out while you as morons, you are morons. I don't give a fuck. You are fucking morons. While you dog out Trump, and then people who are influencers and media, they fuel their careers off that energy. That's called Hollywood. That's her campaign strategy. That's called evil, and that is not the United States of America. Reminding you that she's Indian, and he's just a fucking high school coach who doesn't have a 401k, who doesn't work with stocks and bonds, which means our economy, Nevada is a demonstration of $257 increase in rent. Who can fucking afford that? You're barely making ends meet as it is. But Mona Van's got a beautiful croissant in a wonderful dress and she's speaking in front of a stage, and look at how exotic she is with her Middle East culture, as 9/11 is the dates of VCon. Well, Gary implies that he's going to bring on a partner, probably going to be Motivan. Wow, we're all going to be so annoyed and educated. It'll be like hanging out with Kamala Harris all fucking day. But he's so patient, and he'll do all the fucking work, and he'll mind guide your asses into submission to not actually get what you need in your life so that he can buy the fucking jets. While he parades her around on a jet. While she posts that shit, and then he says, don't post that shit because it's really not good for anyone else. Yeah, well, why are you posing for that fucking shit then? And why aren't you as an audience asking why he's posing for that shit and why he's participating in that nasty garbage behavior? Ask him. She then proceeds to interrupt her fashion show of erotica in the black dress to post a few more images of herself highly regarded on the stage, because look at her Paris trip. What does Paris and that Paris trip have to do with that? Oh, a croissant is not healthy, and it's very clear that if you eat too many croissants, your ass is going to be fat. But all she wants to do is be pretty. And then they call that pretty privilege, because even though she's a fucking psycho bitch, she can be a psycho bitch and hide it. She can be, it's a skill. She can be a psycho bitch and totally hide it and act like, since she has money, she can be calm in the face of someone who's screaming and yelling, and then gaslight you, just like Kamala Harris. Everything about Kamala Harris's campaign is utter ultimate gaslighting, and it literally is just by speaking like this and disregarding human beings for being a human. And that's all of you who are involved in the Democrat Party, all of you. Everyone who talks against Trump, everyone who's on the media talking against me or Trump or anything that has to do with what I've said, you are literally fucking insane. So inside, she's dying inside. But it's a form of suppression that it's hard to understand, that she's not aware of. She's mentally ill. It's a mental illness. It's like watching a psycho movie of a Black Widow who thinks she gets enjoyment. It's sadistic. This is what sadistic looks like. No feeling, but you actually do have feeling because you're a human being. And so you have to figure out a way to get her to feel an embarrassment, a negative emotion, to where she goes off because you gaslighted her. But you don't want to gaslight her because you're so kind. That's why we get treated like this. So being kind in this business is allowing gaslighting to occur. That's according to the way the Democrats have been representing it. Because Gary Vee's content has been exploited to create that as if that's how you're supposed to behave, because he never speaks on earth. He's living in a Democrat state. You might be a Republican living in a Democrat state, but you don't understand what it means if you've never lived in a Democrat state and then lived in a Republican state. Georgia is not a wishy-washy state. Georgia is Republican. A battleground state? No, we're Republican. That's why Georgia has red as our color, because it is functioning and we're structured around Republican, which means that there's equality. You're just fucking lazy. And disempowered by the Democrats because they want to keep you down. They want to keep you down because you're annoying as shit. You're not worthy. Because you got to be the one to work in order to be worthy. Not show up late. Half-ass your job. This is a Democrat. Half-ass your job. Show up late. Don't show up at all. talk about joy and happiness. Ooh, okay. Focus on emotions. Abuse people. Tell people that you're better than them. But you got to do it in a way that's tactful. So New Scum would be an example of that. That is an example of a sadistic personality disorder because he's hanging out in Hollywood. So all you little fuckers on the stage, 90% of you, 99% of you think that you're better than the people sitting in the audience. Although you in the audience, if you give you a little leeway to experience like equality or what you would call inclusivity, you will literally run over the speaker. That's how sick you are. So there's no balance in this conversation of what it actually means to go to a business conference. A business conference would not be partying. You get lit up by the bells and whistles, and then you talk shit about people who are dry and boring. Although if you really take out the bells and whistles, very few of you would actually be interesting to listen to. You're all basing your speeches off of your brand of, I'm a race car driver. I'm dating Gary Vee. I'm a model. I'm a podcast. No results. So you're going to leave that conference and nothing's going to happen for you. And this is the last year of VCon. Thank God. Thank God this shit's over because I'm fucking done with your asses. You all have not done anything but show your asses and showed what you're capable of. Go look at Peg Moore and what she was capable of. Ugly as shit. Have you not looked at her fucking face? Holy motherfucking shit. It's incredible to watch evil walking like that. That's what sadistic looks like, physically. That is literally what sadistic looks like. She stood in front of me at line at VCon 2022 while I used energy healing, a skill that I learned, knowing that she was a fucking psychopath. This is how sadistic you are too, Gary Vee, because you knew who I was. To where I'm holding my hand up to her back. She's trying to have a conversation telepathically with me. Where she then runs up to Gary Vee after she's had conversations about what her job and her duty was. And she's like, I'm an evil bitch. I'm an evil bitch. And then Gary's like, I know my community. Think about how that lands on someone who is literally posting this much content. And you say to a woman who is sadistically, purposely attempting to abuse you, although you're like, what the fuck's your fucking problem? To where you then say to her, after I've created hundreds and hundreds of tags and pieces of content with your fucking face in it, what's your name? Where I can barely speak, where you say to her, of course I know my community. I'm always watching. Must be why you blocked me on a lot of your platforms, because you can't handle the fucking truth. None of you fucking can. But I can. And I fucking made new content platforms and new, what do you call it? Accounts. To where I still go and post on your fucking platform. Where you even had the audacity to take me to fucking court. Where you fucking embarrassed your fucking self when you knew I was sitting there watching you as you tongued this bitch multiple times. Imagine what it feels like to be that kind of sadistic. Go talk to Mona about it, because all this shit was her fucking idea. This is the fucking business of influence, you stupid fucks. The future of influence is what he's showing you. What Mona Van was willing to do is the future of influence, you stupid motherfuckers. My question is, who's watching it? This ain't a movie role for me. It might be a movie role for you over there, Gary, with your little fucking whore bitch with another fucking outfit. But this is my real life where I don't have money to put food on my table because of you. And this shit ain't over after today for him. He's going to take her to Arizona, parade her around, and tongue kiss her, where he puts more fucking videos out of weird ass shit for the Democrat Party, because they're the ones involved in this shit. They're the ones responsible for this shit. So this is the end of America right in front of your fucking faces, you stupid pricks. They're all devil fucking worshipers. Anyone at the white party was a devil fucking worshiper. Including that little twat bitch, Ruben, your fucking whore daughter. You like to start him young, don't you, billionaire? Fucking weird ass. I'm going to drink coffee and it's decaf. Wow, that's value, babe. Wow, that's real value, babe. Now I'm going to give you a brand deal. Decaf and heart jitters. Common sense. Dumbing down America for a Middle Eastern Persian bitch. For the Democrat. Because they want to make this country to be Qatar. Beyonce. Bitch, you ain't nothing. You a fucking nasty hoe. You are Michael Jackson. So is Jay-Z. Fucking gross. All you bitches up in Hollywood. Fucking gross. And I exposed you again. And again, and again, and again. You don't offer shit to anyone. Keep your fucking brand deal coffee dates to your fucking selves. Go fuck all yourselves, because all you do is masturbate on fucking camera. Consider that they go fuck and they make a video. And that pervert shit gets sprung onto your infants. Because they have no self-control. That's why Blake Lively hit Ryan Reynolds' butt on the carpet. While he knows that without him, her movie is going to flop at the box office, which it already has. So then he has to promote it with the mother-in-law and some weird dude and then Hugh Jackman. So telling you that she doesn't deserve a higher paycheck because she can't sustain the income that comes from a higher paycheck. She's failing miserably, just like Mona Van. Croissant! Pretty dress! Friendly talk! Abuse! And that literally is their cycle of never delivering on anything while using witchcraft of volume. So one last thing, I have to go. It's 38 minutes into this conversation. Mona Van failed on the fucking stage. So she's off the stage now, so it's over. But in her mind, she won, even though she failed. So it comes from you saying, great job, great job, great job, great job. Mental illness. To where she then feels like she won. And now she's had a breakthrough in some dumbass shit, which is basically abuse to you. So that energy of her fake manifestation of trying to get you to think that she did a really great job is the fucking communism. So first it'll be anger. So all the stages of an alcoholic. And then the last part will be intrigue and desire and all the other dumb shit because now you're living in communism. And then all of a sudden, now you're showing up to Mona Van events where she's now talking the same shit, but you can't take yourself out of the vicious circle because all she does is show you croissants. Look, a croissant. Look, it's a croissant. What about it? It's a croissant. So while you are not living independently in your mind, you're now being manifested into a Persian existence. Thanks, Gary Vee. No, I fucking had every fucking video to tell you, yet you chose money over personal. You all chose money, all of you, over helping people. Every one of you do it. You're all selfish as fuck. How much money have I made off of this shit? $0 fucking dollars. While she's making thousands. While someone's paying for that fucking apartment, Gary Vee. While someone's paying for her outfits, you motherfucker. While someone's paying for those bitches to show up and get hair and makeup done. While someone's paying for those private jets, those Super Bowl tickets, etc., 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 you motherfucker. I am fucking glad this fucking shit is over, because the best day of my life will be the day that Mona Van fucking dies. Literally dies. She is only striving in content because I give her attention to show you stupid asses what she's fucking up to. So without me, you're nothing, bitch. You're just an abuser that everyone's aware of with a bunch of bot accounts with Gary Vee's money attached to your pussy. So you might not be the man that you thought you were, Gary, because I know what your fucking plan is. To fucking abuse me more after this fucking weekend. Just like it was last year, just like it was the years before, just like it was the year before. While you glory whore yourself. Another fucking fancy party, another fucking trip where you fuck me over like you always fucking do. Can't wait for those kissing videos where you talk and yap to your mom. Where you talk and yap to your dad about how fucking proud you are. Where you boo-hoo cry. Oh, wow. Get the fuck out my face. Do your fucking job. You haven't even done shit. You stand around and just kind of look around with your fucking bag on your shoulder. Well, wine, business, money, oh. Never was even there for Gary when he was little. Has no feeling about it either. Oh, yeah, okay. Go fuck Mona Van. I know you have dinner with her and you lick her titties and you lick her pussy, Sasha. You think that bitch is so sweet and so hot. You look at your beautiful wife now. She's been learning so many techniques on croissants. You were invited into this country and you robbed us, or you actually are bringing communism here? With a piece of shit son named AJ, who literally is fucking Mona Van. Well, I like to fuck Persians. I do it right in front of people's faces. Ryan Harwood. Ooh, let me stand behind her and fuck her. On video. And then she has the audacity to fucking post it as she's erotically riding him in a bikini at a business meeting. You all are fucking gross. Gary, you're fucking nasty. The more that I think about this and watch another fucking video of you traveling to fucking LA, makes me want to fucking puke. Have a fucking fabulous last day. Get your fucking rocks off with your cum in her face when you do T-Pain tonight, because he ain't got no fucking self-control. And she'll be riding Gary and kissing him on the face. It'll be some dumbass speech at the end of this shit that'll be all over the fucking internet. Bye, bitches. Go fuck yourselves. This has been the worst fucking 3 years of my fucking life, you greedy sacks of shit. You're fucking nothing to me.